Hey guys, I'm here with another Konosuba Fantastic Days video. Okay, ReZero is coming, of course, tomorrow or later in the day for most of you. Most of us players are hyped for this collab, except for the handful of you who doesn't care about ReZero. It's fine. Honestly, there's always other events like the upcoming Christmas banner or other collabs in the future as well. Right now, there's an Overlord collab in JP. Anyway, I'm uploading this earlier than I want to because this week is gonna be so packed with ReZero collab and Blue Archive releasing tomorrow, and later in the day for you guys, Revive Witch also coming on Wednesday as well. So anyway, let's talk about the collab characters in this video, and without a doubt, this is the banner most of the players have been saving or hoarding the gems for. So I hereby wish everyone a good luck in your pools. As you can see in the title, it's not the should you pool, but rather you should pool. I mean, if you have been playing or you just coming in, you probably already know that. So let's talk about the 4 characters in this collab, which is Maid Megumin, which is the meta MVP, whatever you want to call it, the top tier. Then followed by Emilia, which is the welfare character for this event. She's gonna be a free 4-star character, and thankfully she's really good as well. And followed by Ram, of course, the beloved Ram players that gonna come here to play for Ram. Thankfully she's actually pretty good, so I'm gonna talk about that in a bit. And finally, we have Aqua dressed up as Emilia. So let's start with the first character, Maid Megumin. I'm gonna zoom in like a lot. Okay, I think this is enough. Okay, incredible character, meta breaking, at least for global right now. Some players even recommend re-rolling if you did not get her during this collab, which in my opinion is pretty extreme. But of course, if you're that serious, especially about ranking in arena, then I don't know, maybe you should. So why is she so good? Let's take a look at her skills. Okay, let's scroll down all the way. Okay, Megumin special move, we already know what it is. Okay, first thing first, she's gonna be light base / fire. You can basically bring her everywhere except maybe water boss. But okay, actually even water right now, since she's really that good and there's not much good characters in global right now. I mean, we just started like 3 months or so. If you compare with JP, of course they have like a plethora of characters, which I always almost hate to reference, but it's kind of inevitable because JP players, will always use that, or players would always refer to JP to compare, which isn't exactly a bad thing actually. Okay, so her first skill, Shining Potions Plus, it deals 118% light magical damage to all enemies, plus it increases magical attack for all allies medium. So basically AoE damage to clear waves and also buff magical allies before the boss fight. Okay, this is mainly for arena. We want to clear as many waves as possible. Just clear, and then go to the boss. Save time, okay? Second skill, Bright Potions, 129% light magical damage to all enemies again, plus a small increase in agility. Again, another AoE to clear waves, which is what she's supposed to be doing in arena. Plus, she buffs everyone's agility. So we already know more agility equals to more turns, more hits, which translates into more DPS. Of course, her ult is still the same, which is the standard explosion, which deals a lot of damage and brings the next character to the battle. Explosion here. I mean, when the alternative outcomes is gonna be Railgun, deals 826% fire magical critical damage. Okay, let's talk about that when it arrives. Okay, just a quick stats before I move on to the next character, Emilia. Okay, let's scroll down. Okay, so the best free character we've gotten so far, period. It's so good that it comforts me I did not pull for Swimsuit Aqua. Why? Okay, let's take a look at her skills. Okay, she's gonna be water based, so only weakness when it comes to lightning stages. Okay, so her first skill, El Huma. I'm not really sure if this is gonna be in global, the same name. 136% water magical damage to all enemies, plus medium up special gauges for all allies. Okay, this is why we wanted Swimsuit Aqua back then, for this special out gauge boost. This is especially gonna help with hard mode of event stages to get, that 1 turn KO to save event tickets. I'm not even gonna talk about the event that just ended today. Just makes me sad. Okay, then the second skill is Glitter or Spirits. Of course, all the names are probably not gonna be like this, when it comes to global tomorrow later. Basically, a kill for all allies. Okay, that That's what it says. And then cancels darkness as well. So, you know, take note of that. And then finally, just a 113% water magical damage. Single target. So it's gonna be good for boss. I feel that like water damage, you know, because of this, you know, normal attack, it's gonna deal a lot more than just physical damage because they are always going to deal neutral damage. Okay, then finally her out, which we only have one Emilia, so I can't really say that it's been the same. So Emilia's special move, Great Spirit Contractor. Okay, her out does 314% water magical damage single target and greatly increases both physical and magical defense for all allies. Okay, so not only it does damage, but it also buffs defense. Solid out that keeps your team alive for both boss fights, the harder event fights, and also arena as well. So best part, of course, she funds for her own out, you know, besides being a free character. Okay, next, we're gonna move on to Reimu, a Ram. Okay, the main reason why so many players chose to drop in for ReZero collab, if you are new here whatsoever, this is the main reason for playing this collaboration. So if you're a fan of the series, Ram is the most likely the best girl for you, you know, besides Emilia. But who is she? Suddenly my head hurts a bit. Okay, okay, forgive me. Okay, sadly, she isn't as good as Maid Megumin or even the free welfare character Emilia for this collab. But to be honest, after looking at her skills, okay, all this here, which we'll do right away, I feel she's actually a pretty decent, solid character in global right now, despite being a spear user. You know, that's also because we're gonna be able to get her special weapon. I think so far this is the first character that is getting their own weapon. I mean, you can also use it for other characters, but you know, this is like supposedly for her. Okay, of course, there are comments that say that she's gonna be replaced in the future. But in my opinion, that's still a good enough reason for Ram fans especially to keep her in the team. I mean, if you have her in the team, I don't think you're gonna be replacing her that soon. It's probably months or maybe, I don't know, a year or two later. Okay, so as you can see here, she's a water base. Okay, like Emilia. So try not to bring her to lightning stages, of course, where they suffer a lot. Okay, her first skill, right at the bottom, Ice Iron Ball. It does 189% water physical damage, single target, plus a stealth agility up. If only the agility buff is team-wide, then boom, you know, S tier. But it is also the same skill that makes Melissa, the OG treasure hunter Melissa, shine. But of course, there's two issues. Okay, first one being she's water, not light or dark, so not neutral, that elemental. But there's like only one place that you cannot bring her, which is lightning stages. And the other one being spear user. The problem with spear user is their stats is kind of mixed, physical and magical, and also their attacks as well. So I'm going to talk about that in a second. But since we are getting her unique weapon, which does help with this, you know, this problem a little bit, I'm gonna talk about her special weapon after talking about her skills. So her second skill, El Huma, I'm not really sure what's with the name, 180% water magical damage, single target. She's gonna be mainly used for boss fights, okay, with the high multiplier for single target. Plus, more recovery to all allies. So kind of like a, you know, support heal character. So the only problem is this is a magical damage, but it's fine since she does heal as well. So, you know, kind of a mixed damage, but, you know, on top of that, she heals. So as I mentioned a lot of times, like, why are certain characters so valued is because they does more than one thing, which is what you want in all your characters. Okay, when they come out, you basically want them to do one of the three things. Buff your characters, debuff your enemies, or heal your characters. And sadly, as a physical attacker, she does 126%, actually pretty high, a non-elemental physical damage to one enemy. And then finally, her out, let's scroll up a bit. There is a demon. I'm not really sure if it's gonna be called that. 236% water physical damage. Okay, this is to all enemies for some reason. And then greatly increases both physical and magical attack of all allies. It will be so good if it's like a single target and then maybe deal 400%, 500% damage instead. And not only that, she greatly increases both physical and magical attack of all allies. So that's very solid if you pair her with Emilia that gives big defense boost, big attack boost for both physical, magical, big defense boost. Okay, now let's take a look at her special weapon, which is the Morning Star. Okay, this thing here. Okay, not gonna lie, this is actually kind of scary if you get hit by this. So of course, it's her signature weapon. I believe it can be used with other spear users as well, as mentioned, despite being her special weapon. Leah and Mia, comes to mind, which is gonna be good to use if you're not gonna use Ram or if you did not pull for her. So the materials, okay, they say it's like slightly lesser, but it's also gonna use the horn, which you don't really usually craft spears. And of course the recipe from exchange supposedly. So first up, it has a physical attack of 65 along with 2 agility. Okay, it's just here, okay, 2 agility. Okay, just some agility. And then her passive, okay, this is an interesting one. It increases physical attack by 6% and also water attack by 6%, which makes her deal 12% more for 2 of her water skills. Okay, but one of them is magical, so only the 6%. And then the normal attack also get that sweet 6% extra damage being physical. I wanted to take her competitor Melissa as example, as in Rame. But I think the video is actually kind of long. So TLDR, her basic stats, like health, attack, defense, is actually better than Melissa. But her agility and luck is lesser than Melissa. Of course, her problem is gonna be magic attack, but that's about it. It's gonna be there to buff and heal as well. So in my opinion, her out buff, actually kind of makes her pretty versatile and can be used for both magical and physical teams, and as I would say, she's a great support character that can hold on her own. She can even pair up with Melissa, since Melissa's out does defense break for physical team as well. And then finally we have Aqua, okay, dressing up as Emilia. This is gonna be Isekai Aqua, probably the weakest of the lot, but let's still take a look at her skills to understand why. Okay, so for some reason this Aqua just decides to be wind element / light, so just don't bring her to fire boss, I think. So yeah, just don't bring her to fire boss. Probably does great for earth base, I guess. Her first skill, why is this not translated? Okay, her first skill, tornado attack plus 146% wind physical single target and small recovery to all allies. So okay, nice sub heal for the team. And then second skill, cyclone attack 128% wind physical damage single target. It's kind of low, but it does other stuff as well. Medium attack up to all allies. Okay, that's actually pretty good for physical team, since she buff and then she heals as well. Another support character. Finally, her out, God Blow, doesn't need much introduction, no explaining needed, just like that. And then her passive, interestingly, okay, I like how they mix characters have like mixed buff as well. So it increases both light and wind attack by 6%. So honestly, I feel that she's gonna be great for Earth boss if you actually put for her. So I would still use her, especially if you're running physical team. And that basically covers all the characters for the collab. I'm surprised it actually took a while. So I hope this helps you understand a bit better. And of course, please pull to your heart's content or whatever gems you have left, along with the free summons. So anyway, subscribe if you have not already. Like this video, your usual stuff, and comment right down below how ready are you for ReZero collab. When if you watch this when the banner or event is already live, let me know how's your pulls as well. I'm probably gonna do a video just for pulls, since I have not done a pull in a long time, so it's probably a video worth of it on its own. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.